She took my heart and broke it twice. You left me, I couldn't recognize. She took my heart and broke it twice.
Hello you guys and welcome back to your favorite crochet channel. Today we are crocheting this cute bag. It was actually a very spontaneous project, but I thought I could share it with you. It's this beauty. And you can actually fit a book inside, which is very cool. And I love the pattern. So this is going to be what we are going to crochet today. Leave some love and ideas, crochet ideas if you have any, in the comments. And yeah, check out my Instagram for some patterns if you need some. And that's it. I hope you enjoy me trying my best to explain to you what I am doing. And I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you grabbed yourself a tea and enjoy this little crochet tutorial. Have fun! Okay you guys, so we are going to start off with what you need. Grab your favorite hook. For me it's 4.0 millimeters today, and the yarn is from Hooked, like always. And it's the Echo Barbunto style. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna link it down below. It's a bit of a thicker yarn, and I actually loved working with this one. What we are going to do is we are going to crochet one big piece like this, and it's going to be the main part of the bag, just like this. And we need this small part. It's the strap, the handle of the bag. I don't know. I hope that's what it's called. And it's going to be also the side of the bag. For me, probably I didn't get enough yarn, so I ended up with 2 colors, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to show you how to crochet these 2 parts, and then we are going to connect. So let's start with this big part. I did 37 chains per row, but you can just make it how big or small you want the bag to be. Just remember to always count the stitches, because it's going to be important for the pattern. So let's start. Grab your yarn and start with a slip knot. As always, I'm going to link some other tutorials down below for the beginners. Welcome. You can have a look at the description if you don't know how to do the, for example, slip knot, or now we're going to do chains. For me, I'm only going to do 20 chains, but just measure it maybe on your favorite bag, how long you want the piece of your bag to be. This is going to be the length of your bag, so make sure you have enough space to fit in everything you want. For me, I measured it on a book, so here a book could fit in, hopefully. This is only going to be an example for the pattern now. So now, if you have the length that you want your bag to be, you can chain up another 2, 1, 2, and we're going to start with our half double crochets now. Now you are going to skip 2 before starting with your half double crochets. So not the one on your hook, not this one, but here. And the half double crochet, you're going to take your yarn, go through one loop right here, pull through the yarn, and then pull through all of the 3 loops that are on your hook, like this. So grab your yarn, push it through this loop and through all of the 3 loops on your hook. So that's what we're going to do for the whole row, and I'm gonna meet you when we are close to the end. So pause the video and meet me when you finished your row. Okay, so now we are at the end of the row, and we are going to always get into the last stitch. So go for another half double crochet right here, then chain up 2, 1, 2, turn around your project, and now is where the actual pattern starts. This pattern is called, I think it's the camel stitch, I'm not sure, and I kind of changed it a tiny bit so it's a bit easier and that the pattern is on both sides. Usually these braid thingies, little braids, are only on one side. I'm gonna link the actual camel stitch tutorial down below if you want to do it like that. For me, I liked that it's on both sides, so I'm gonna show you how I did it. So now that we chained up 2, we are going to start with the first row. And for that, we are doing half double crochets again, but not through the V like you usually do when you crochet. Like usually you go through this hole like this, you know. But for us, we are going to only go, wait, I can show you, through this part. Can you see? Like only if you have it right here, we're not going to go through this hole. We are going to grab this small piece and going to crochet through this hole. So I'm going to show you. You grab your yarn like this and do your half double crochet right here. And then another one, and only through this one piece you see here. It's so hard to explain, but I think you get what I want to say. And that's what we're going to do for the whole row. And we are going to meet right before the ending. So pause the video and see you there. Okay, now we are coming closer to the last stitch. And this one is very important because usually you would now go through this part right here. Oops, this one. Oh, it's so hard to get through this one. But we are not going to do it that way because I have prepared something for you. Oh, it feels so professional. As you can see, I tried to make it as neat and straight as possible, this row. And if you go through the usual part right here, as we did for the other stitches, it's going to end up like this, like a bit, yeah, I think you can see. But if you go through another part, and to show you, it's this one, can you see this, what's peeking out here on the side? If you go through this one and make your last one here, chain up your 2 and turn it around, it's going to be a straight line and it's going to end up looking like this instead of like this. So that's my tip for you. Always use the last stitch to go through one of the side loops and not through the actual loop here. And now it's going to repeat. So you turn around your project and you go into the first stitch right here and start with your half double crochets, and yeah, just repeat the same exact thing. So just continue with your half double crochets and always remember to use your last stitch you have, not to go through this part right here, but to go through one of the side parts. It's actually not that important which of the side loops you choose. It's just important that it is on the side, so that this part is going to be a straight line. And yeah, you can do this until you're happy with the length of your back part. Like this, you can fold it like that all the time and see if you're happy. And yeah, now off to the strap part, back strap part. Also here the length of your bag is up to you. So for me, I can show you. So there are two options. Option number one, you get yourself a bag, one that you already own, and just see how you want the bag to fit. So if you want your bag to be here, if you want it to be here, just change the strap and how long you want it to be, and then crochet a strap that is as long as this part and the side parts. Option number two, you just chain a row and lay it across your body and kind of imagine how it will look like. I personally wanted it to be with these side parts to go a bit longer than the actual side part. I don't know if that makes sense. And always keep in mind you are going to wear a jacket, probably. So just saying, just in case. So yeah, that was the idea. Probably I don't know. I don't know if I like the side part longer. I think it's cute. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to do it like a tiny bit. What are we saying? I'm just gonna try it like this. If I don't like it, I can still change it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And as a little explanation how I did this part, it's also triple crochets. It's actually the same thing we did right now, but only a lot longer and a lot less rows than this. So you can use what I explained before and start crocheting a long row, but only do 3 crochet rows. Did that make sense? I hope it did. That's what you can do. And I can recommend to do your rows like we did here. So you crochet in this direction and not into this direction. You know what I mean? Because if you do like this, it's going to stretch out more easily than like that. So yeah, let's connect. This is my leftover yarn I have to connect everything. And here's the bag. I think I want this to be inside. So the bag is probably going to be like this. This part I want to be a bit longer at the end of the bag. So let's just see. I think this is a good bag size, is it? I think so. For the connecting part, I'm also going to link down below another video which explains the connecting a bit more detailed, so go check that out. For me, I am going to start grabbing one of this side, one loop of this side, and going to connect with just a slip stitch at first, and now it continues like this. But as I said, I'm gonna link the original explanation video down below. So always grab one side of this, one of this side, and then slip this through the loop of this side, one of this side, and push it through. And that's what I'm gonna do for this whole side of the bag, and we can meet at the end again. Now I arrived at the corner of the bag, of the side of the downside of the bag. Like this is going to be the part, like this is going to be the bottom. Is it the bottom side of the bag? I'm not. And because I want this to be a bit longer, I am going to connect this part here. So I'm going to continue with grabbing one of these, then a random one of these. Ugh. Oh, I thought it would be easier like this and slip through. And then a random one here again, a random one right here, and slip through. Random loop here, a random one right here, slip through. And just continue the pattern. Okay, that was harder than expected. I made it. It looked like this now. Let's see what it looks like when the bag is finished. For now, we are at the other side of the bag. And I'm going to start connecting this part to this part. Yay. Make sure that you're only connecting the same length like you did for the front part of the bag. So I think for me it's another 2 stitches. Let's see. Going to do one more, and now it's a slip stitch, cut off the yarn. And that's the first connecting part of the bag. Yay! So one side of the bag is connected. I'm gonna zoom out. And I am now going to do it the same way I did now for the other side, and we're going to meet when I made it. I'm just going to start right here and do it the same way I did here. You guys, here's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you understood what I explained. I am obsessed with this cutie, and I probably am going to do it in some other colors as well because it was so easy. And I hope it was easy for you too. If yes, leave some love, and I would appreciate seeing your recreations. So make sure to tag me on Instagram and I will have a look. And I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye!